Hi, everybody. It's Our Lady of Vibez Tarot. I am here with an ancestor message. We're going to be connecting. I'm using my mediumship to connect with an ancestor or passed on dead loved one who wants to say something to you. Or we will receive multiple messages, different types of messages for different types of people. So please try and get, if it doesn't resonate with you, it may resonate with someone you know, but also you can skip through because I'll get multiple messages. So we're going to today do a mediumship. We're going to connect with a deceased loved one or two, whoever comes through for you guys. So let's, pray, think about whoever you need to think about, or maybe not, just go with the flow. All right. Prayer could be anything to you, just clearing your mind. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to pick a card. I'm just going to say it as I go so to save time. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. Our Lady of Vibez Tarot. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're on TikTok. Please leave a comment. Can you leave a comment about if this resonated, or just like ancestors are cool, or if you made it to the beginning, just say boo bop, ba boo bop, ba boo bitty boo. I don't know. Just leave them. Help me, help you, help me, help you. Just like it helps with the algorithm. All right, thank you. All right, here we go. So we're gonna have a card to represent the person that's passed on. All right, I have prayed and protected myself already, but let's just hope that everyone comes through protected and blessed, guided, and understand that there's no fear in that. Clear messages. I will help guide any spirits to give clear messages to their loved ones. All right, let's begin. Card 1, represent the person who has passed on. Let's do this. Ooh. Damn, I hate that. Because I feel like this person. So this is a card that represents the person who passed on. I'm going to kill a card now. Tell me about your death. I knew it. All right. Guys, I'm going to use my words really nicely. This person passed away, and about themselves, they were in a situation that they put themselves in. I don't know if they went somewhere thinking they were on the phone. Someone told them to come there, and something may have happened to them. But I feel like they had a feeling that something was going to happen. This is a sad reading already, and I want to cry. Oh shit! All right. Excuse me. This is their feelings, not mine. This person may have either put themselves in. It seems like maybe people thought it was intentional on their part, if you know what I mean. Because I can't use certain words. But I think that they made bad decisions. They were just a sweet. I think this is a girl. This is a woman, and maybe someone did something to them, but I feel like it may be something that they could have gotten themselves out of, and I think it could be something emotional. Could be either it was done on their own accord, or someone that they knew wasn't that good. You know what I mean? That they were messing with had a role in this. This is not good. I'm sorry, guys. So this is a really deep, not good in a bad way, but like it's deep. All right. Wow. That's how we're starting? Okay. Sorry. God bless. So this is the card looking back. I think there's also a depression of maybe someone didn't know what was going on with them. So it doesn't have to be, it could be like they could even have had an illness that they didn't know of. It just kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm saying get multiple messages, multiple people. This is people who did not pass very well. The 8 of Swords led to the 10 of Swords, it made it over. An emotional thing that was over. So I don't know if they just didn't see it coming and someone did it to them. And I see knives, man, mad knives, yeah, on both cards. It's either very emotional where they were listening to too many people and they did it to themselves, or they were around people who they shouldn't have been around, and someone put these through them. If you know what these are, right? They used sharp objects to harm this person, and now they are no longer here. I'm sorry. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do looking back on this loved person here, this person coming through, looking back on their life. How do they see it? How do they see it? How does this person see their life? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I like this person. This person had some things to offer. They had not only things to offer, but they were walking, like, I feel like I don't know if they were on their way somewhere. They had dreams to accomplish, you know what I mean? I think this person was quite casual as well. When I'm getting any details about them, I feel like they were casual. I don't know if they were on their way to be a friend. I don't know what race they were, but I'm getting multi-ethnic. Okay, you can be brown skin or pale skin and be multi-ethnic. You know what I mean? You can be part black and no one even knows. Be part Hispanic, people won't know. You know what I mean? You can be fully black and be pale. You know what I mean? So plenty of, I don't know the ethnicity. Could be mixed, multiple ethnicities. Okay, I don't know. But this, like I'm saying, I'm reading from multiple people. This could happen too. So Page of Pentacles, I feel like how they see, looking back on their life, how do they see it? They don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as they did what they had to do with life. Also, not in a bad way, that they were on their way to something new. I feel like someone stopped them. Like maybe clearly this stopped them. This death stopped them from doing certain things that they were doing, but they were on their way somewhere. And I don't think that they regret it. They were on their way somewhere. They had more potential. They had potential in general. And maybe they didn't use it. So let's just check. I'm not sure. All right. A message this left one wants to give me. I'm mixing a couple of spreads, okay? So I don't want to mix too much because then I'll get confused. So hold on. Let's put this somewhere. This is the card represent person who has passed on. This is the looking back on your... No, this is the extra about their death. This is looking back on their life. How do they see it? Okay, I just want to put it a certain way so I can read it easier. All right, so now a lesson they'd like to share from their own life. They'd like to share from their own life. I'm going to get another card spread. No, I'm keeping these cards. All right. Lesson. Here we go. 10 of Wands. You need to... Ooh. 10 of Wands. It's like the lesson they'd like to share is... One, pick up whatever... Not what you've been working on, but like... I feel like you need to pick up... They want you to... The lesson from their life to you is what this is about. It's about like picking up your stuff and moving on. Something you're doing right now is like you're not moving on from it. I think they want you... Maybe their death, you're not moving on from it. Maybe in general, you haven't picked up your life. You've been holding these things and crying in them. And instead of just like, you got to move on with it. So I don't know if you're hung up on this person dying. But you're also, with the advice they can tell you is like, you have to move on with work. You have to move on with yourself and your spirituality and with things that need to grow. All right. Whatever you're holding on to needs to be over with. Okay. So that's what they're telling you as well. That's a quick little thing. We're going to make this a message quick. So this was a lesson they'd like to share. They'd like to share with you. All right. I'm not connecting to this person too much for some reason. I get their story, but I feel like maybe this person was younger. All right. And maybe was a bit of a loner. And I mean younger could be under 40. You know what I mean? Like, I usually assume people die older. I think this person was younger than that, even in the 30s or 20s. All right. Just really beautiful too. At least to the person who may have done this to them. All right, so a lesson you'd like, something this loved one thinks is important, all right, and to you, and important for you to know, and just important in general in the life that they had with you, okay? 2 of Swords. Yeah, look at this. All right, it's important to make your own decisions. That I think they see something in you that's in them, and they don't want something to happen to you. So you need to be able to make your own decisions. Also, making smart decisions that doesn't involve being in type of a mental health issue where it's like depression. All right, So, or stress. They need you to start deciphering, to not be in situations where I think they know that you don't know what to do or something. There's some crossroads or decision you're coming to. And I think that what affects you a lot in these crossroads, that it feels like you're going there a lot, to crossroads, for whoever this is. It's a lot of things you don't necessarily know, and they need you to take the blindfold off and don't be like them. I think that maybe in this family you're like them, you know? As far as like people tend to have traits of the ancestors, you're like them. You got to move on. If this death has affected you, if this suicide or whatever, you have to look at them like they were good. You're not in a bad way, but like they had so much potential, and please think of them in that way. Also, the indecisiveness. I'm sorry. It's like they think that this is important, that you make better decisions, and take these blindfolds off because it's too much like them. And they also think that instead of having all these swords around, you hold these swords steady. Okay? Protect yourself as well, because they didn't protect themselves, they feel, in this way. So they were just happy. They just like, you know how you're just going on in life and not realizing, oh, this was happening to me. I feel like what happened to them, they didn't realize it was going to happen as far as their passing, okay? And they want you to be aware of certain things and not be on the same path as them. All right. And I think that they would say that to anybody, you know? It's like, if you're dead, you're going to give cautionary advice, you know? How the loved one is doing on the other side. Let's find out how the loved one is doing on the other side. And let's see if we can get more details. You know what? I'm going to pick a detail card because I need some cards. Can you tell me more about yourself? Just looking back on your life, how do you see it? But can you tell me about who you are a little bit? Like, as far as, can you give me a card that describes a couple of things about you as far as physical and personal? It says great fortune in reverse. So I don't know if you had a lot of money. You just had a little bit of money. But let's say it's in reverse. They had a little. Let's say whatever they're holding was their money. They had some money coming to them. Maybe someone. This doesn't come across as good at all to me. Like, however they are. Maybe someone knew they had money and took them, robbed them for their money and did something to them in a way. But I don't know. Even if, let's say, look, I ain't have that much money to give. But whatever I did give was important, okay? I maybe didn't make enough yet, okay? Let's pull another thing. Let's pull something about you physically. A main male? Maybe you're a dude. Maybe this person's a dude. But it's a main male in reverse, so I don't know. Maybe they received money from some guy. Okay, let's do one more. Because I'm not getting enough physical traits about who these people are. Can you give me something about you? Let me take this. Tell me a little bit more. I'm sorry, this is taking too long. Tell me a little bit more about you. A gym rat. Dude, okay, so this may be a guy. This is another message. Maybe it's a guy who went to the gym, who was the main male, or maybe they weren't the main male. They wanted to be. They're a side dude, or not even just that, but they also, with their man, I think they had a boyfriend who was a gym rat. And I'm feeling like another thing that they went to give some money to somebody, and that's what happened. So, but also they're about, let's say they went to the gym. I don't know if they were male, but they may have a boyfriend who was a gym head, and they didn't have a lot of money. If they did have a little bit of money, I think maybe I feel like they were going to give somebody some cash, and this is what happened to them. Maybe people borrowed money from them. All right, here we go. They were very giving. All right, but also, they're trying to tell themselves about something, so maybe this person is a male, or maybe had a boyfriend, or you're their boyfriend, or you were the main male in their life, perhaps, or their dad gave them, didn't leave them with much, or whatever. But as a gym rat, I feel like there's a male involved in how they passed away, or even if he didn't do it, it was like on their way there. And they want you to make better decisions about who you're around too. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull out just a couple more. So, something they wish that they paid more attention to. Something they wish they paid more attention to in this life. Yeah, I don't know if this person doesn't want to tell me everything, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think they were just young. I don't know if they themselves were religious, but they were themselves. And I see like these people may have been very nice, but occasionally experimented with drugs even, or the people around them did. And maybe they should have been around better people. Just sorry. Like I don't, whatever happens and they did not expect to happen. So I don't know if it's I'm not getting aneurysm from this at all, but let's just say if you were in the gym, someone was in the gym and something happened to them. I'm feeling like someone took them out or they took themselves out. I don't mean it like that. I'm just trying to not use the words so I don't, they don't like certain words on social media. So anyway, something they wish you had paid more attention to. Bam. Working, hard work, collaboration, paying attention to themselves and the things that they needed to work on, as opposed to everybody else, their boyfriend, giving too much to everyone else, not knowing what to do, putting themselves in a situation they didn't know of because they weren't really paying attention to what people were doing to them. All right, being able to be called too fast and stuff. So they wanted to focus on things and work on things that they should have. They had a potential. They had this. I feel like this pentacle they should have put on top. This person is similar to this. Okay, I'm still getting female vibes. I know that they're saying this about them, but I don't know if that was their physical thing. But even if this is a dude, let's say another dude came through or whatever, they should have worked on their work and collaboration and learning. Things that they wanted to work on. Yeah, see, this is person's wearing very similar clothes. So when this is the thing that they said, they were going to work maybe, or they were about to start something new to work on. Like they wanted to go to school even, or go to a new, they were artistic, creative maybe. They drew a lot or wrote or something. They had a plan, and I don't think that they were able to do it. It had to stop. And they want you to do your plans before they have to stop, but they need you to move on to make sure you do the work you need to do if you're holding on to anything for them. Anything like sadness about this, okay? So, how are you doing on the other side, homie? I know you're here and you want to do it, but how are you doing? Because people are worried about you because you're passed away. They're alive. And people worry about the dead. They love you. All right, so how are you doing, homie, on the other side? So I'm not reading it in reverse. That being said, they are having a good time. 3 of Cups, they're having a good time on the other side, boo. And it's like a festival over there. If anyone really knows, if you've ever been if you ever seen the dead or seen past the other live or past the veil, it's like there's some grass, there's some circus things going on. There's like events depending on where you are. And I feel like there's a dark side and a light side, and people, depending on they can go back and forth and some people can't. So, but you can all people can see each other. I know that sounds weird. But I've seen some things in my dreams. It's wild. That being said, if it was this way too, they're not around a bunch of idiots. They're not around the drug addicts. They're not around the people who party too much. They're not around the people who weren't good for them anymore. And they like that. They found a crew here, a tribe, a spiritual tribe, where it's more like divine university, divine feminines, that they're there having a good time in heaven and learning. The things they couldn't do here, they get to do here. Like I feel like this person and they're the same. They dressed up now and they get to chill and they're like, I'm learning and filling my cup up with other people here on this other side of the world, on the other side of Earth. And they may be with 3 people you know. They may be with a few family members. Everybody's different. This person has gray hair too. All these people are beautiful. I think that they are with a group of 2 other women or people, fun people that maybe you don't know all these people because some of them, one you may know or you don't, but some of them are older ancestors who have a similarity that like whatever spirit it's in you, it's also in them as well, and this other person. I know that sounds weird, but hopefully you could decipher that. But they are with people and they're having a good time and they're not around the wrong people. That's what I'm saying. All right, they don't get to be around, they don't get to party. I don't think they want to. There's nothing, no man cheating on them, nobody to mess with their cup. They're having a good time. They're happier there. Just all I'm saying. Not happier than life, but don't worry about them. And they're not alone. They're not alone. Where they feel like they maybe have done a lot of things alone here in this world, maybe for others, they're not alone. People are groups with them, okay? And so let me see, how will they connect with you in the future? Like, let's see how they would connect with you in the future. We're going to pull a different card. No, a message they'd like to give you, and how will they connect with you in the future too? Because you know how people give, like they leave little things or notes or whatever. So let's see. So right now we're going to pull a message they'd like to give you, another one. Just why not? The Fool. All right. The Fool, this could be reversed or not, but I'm telling you, this Ten of Wands, we want this to end so you can be on a new journey. But they also want you to be smart about the journey and make good decisions. Don't go on a random journey without any help, okay? But they're also like, they want you to be on your new journey. I feel like you're holding on to something, or something back here holds on to these people. But see these, they're like, Rio, what are you doing? I feel like the truth of the matter is they want you to know that people are helping you and watching you on your journey, but also you need to listen to them. You need to listen to anyone who's trying to help you on your new journey. Don't do it alone. All right? But you got to start it. This message is also is that you may not be moving. So like if there's something that you coming up that you didn't realize, that you didn't know about, like let's say you had to go somewhere or something, I feel like they try to also tell you that something's not going to happen, that you didn't have to, there's a journey you may not want to go on and that you don't have to do that. I think that they're letting you know that too. And here's how they're going to communicate with you in the future. How will they communicate with you in the future? The Hanged One. Whenever you need help, whenever you're looking towards them, whenever you're just meditating and thinking about them, they will come to your mind and your brain. That type of thing. You can be chilling in the forest or whatnot. They'll come through like leaves or you know what I mean? That you're just like, you'll touch leaves and feel them in a way. I know that's not just the leaves, but them. They come to you in your mind and in your thoughts. I feel like they connect with you when you're meditating and you're relaxing. If you're not, if you're depressed in certain ways, they can't always come through. But when you're relaxing, they can. All right. This is how they get towards you. So that is our message. And that's, it should have been faster. I'm sorry, guys. Love you guys. Hope you're like, subscribe, and share. Our Lady of Vibes Tarot. I hope this comes through. Shout out to our ancestors and our past ones. All right. I hope you're doing very well. Bye.